Hey guys, welcome to today's Zoom at noon. And I just want to wrap up this month, the month of February, where we are talking about telling your story on social media and why it matters. It does matter. And I've said this a million times, and so I'm sorry if you're tired of hearing about it, but what's cool about social media is it's free and it's your storefront. All right. I know several of you guys have websites and blogs. I don't have any of that because I did, and I felt like my time was being divided in a million places, and I was trying to do a whole lot of things and not doing anything well. So what I have decided to do, and it was kind of heartbreaking because when I came up with my company name, which is Misfit Mom, I really got excited about building my Facebook page, Misfit Mom. What I'm finding is I definitely get more traction on my personal page. And I think that's okay because it is a personal journey. And even though that I do have a business and I am an entrepreneur and I am an at-home business owner, I do all those things and that's fine if I don't have a business place to go with that, because it's still a personal journey. In the end, I'm sharing my personal journey in the hopes of helping others with theirs. So that's fine that I shared on my personal. Now I do have an Instagram account, and that is still Misfit Mom. And here's what I think, guys, it's just however you start it, right? If you guys watch Teresa, Mom Raised in Health, she will tell you that she started on her like page, on her business page. And that's why that grew. I started on a personal page, tried to make a business page, and it flatlined, right? So that's fine. All right, so here's what I wanted to talk about today. Sharing your story can be difficult. I made a post today on my personal page, a post. And I really save my posts for content. My posts are probably not going to be, look what I had for dinner, I did this workout, brief things, snapshots, if you will. My posts are going to be content, something to make someone think, be motivated, feel inspired. That is what I want to do with my posts, both in my Instagram and my Facebook. I want the pictures to be pretty. I want it to tell a story. I want it to, I want them to connect and somebody feel like they get to know me through the photo and through the text. That's important to me. However, I want to share more. I'm so tempted to be like, post, because I'm excited about my life. I'm excited about where I'm going. I'm excited about the things I do during the day. And so I want to share it. So here's what's cool. Stories. All right. I was talking to my friend, Ashley, and I asked her, I said, what is your one thing, if you could say that's non-negotiable for your day? She's a coach, a very successful coach. And she said, I show up on my social media every day, both in my posts and my story, non-negotiable every day, specifically dealing with health and fitness or the business. All right. So I took that to heart. And I too, since then, have been showing up every single day in my stories. One of the things I was nervous about with stories is, quick timeout because my dog's eating a Lego. Drop it. So that's life, everybody. Yesterday, as we know, was Ice Day, so the kids still have their Lego stuff out. And anyway, okay, so I was nervous because I had heard that you want to go click, click, click when somebody's looking at your stories. You want them to click, click, click 3 times. And I know because I was an advertising major in college, I know in order for something to sink in, you have to see it 3 times. I don't know why. I don't know. There's science behind it, but 3 times, right? So click, click, click is kind of what I've been doing. So I'll talk to you about my stories a little bit more, but I want to say another thing. You've been hearing that Facebook loves live videos. They don't love them as much as they used to, but they still love live videos. And you know who else loves live videos? People. People want to see you. They want to get to know you. So whether the Facebook algorithms approve or whatever, I think it's important for people to see you live. I think it's important for people to see the real you, right? So my post this morning was about, I probably am just going to post the flowers and all the awesome things that are happening in my life, because those are the things I want to document. And there's so much crap going on in the world. Who doesn't want to see a little bit of fluff, right? So no shame in that. But I will also say, just so you're clear, I'm a hot mess too. I'm just probably not going to air my dirty laundry here on Facebook, because I want to bring happiness, not have you feel sorry for me, right? So that was me kind of, being vulnerable and being my real self on Facebook. And I encourage you to do that too. That's the stuff that people are going to get to know. Okay, so going live is scary, right? Claudia, you're the bomb diggity at it. You do it often, and you have gotten really great at it. For most of us, going live is scary. Introduce stories. Stories are like practice, right? For being at live events, or for going live, or for having that conversation with someone. Sometimes that's the scary part. Whether you go live on your Facebook or not, doesn't matter. If somebody contacts you or you've invited somebody and you have to have that one-on-one real conversation, words, not just text or copy-paste scripts, right? Sometimes that can be scary. So practice in your story. Practice in your story. Couple rules I've given myself, that each thing will take up 3 clicks. So, for example, yesterday I talked about consistency matters, consistency and accountability. Now I did go over, I think it's 4 clicks, because sometimes I talk a lot. When I do my workout, I want at least 3 clicks. So you're seeing this move, and you're seeing this move, and you're seeing this move 3 times. But the 3rd time, somebody's either going, ugh, I'm done watching Sally work out, or dude, I can do that, right? So I encourage you to use your story to tell your story. You don't have to use words. You can use pictures. You can use, what's it called? The loopy thing. You can use different things, but I encourage you to, once a day, go on your story and make a shake. Show 30 seconds of your workout. Talk about how this business has changed your life. You can do that by holding your phone. You can hold it and do it. You can also set it down and there's a hands-free. You can do filters on it. So there's a whole lot of different options. And again, I cannot stress enough, you're using this as a tool to tell the story. So you and your stories are giving your snapshot into your life, right? So include pictures of your kids, include what you're doing every day, include the pictures of your meals, and then save the content, save the good stuff, the awesome picture that you got that doesn't need a filter or text or anything, but still going to capture somebody's eye and motivate them for the day. Use that in your post. So that way you don't feel like, oh my gosh, what am I going to post today? You can be inspired telling your story all day long. So then by the end of the day, there's something that has moved you enough that you want to make it permanent on your Facebook or Instagram page. So think of it like that. You're telling a story all day long through your stories, but you're putting your mark, your stamp, it's permanent when you put it into your post. All right, I'm going to close with this. This is our last talk of telling your story. I want to say that most of the time I don't get comments, I don't get likes, I don't care about that stuff. I'm telling my story and hoping it reaches somebody. Most of the time, the communication I get is through a personal message. Several times a day, I get messages where someone just says, thanks for posting that. Done. I needed this today. Done. These aren't people that are saying, I want to buy that from you. I want to do this with you. These are people I'm truly building relationships. And by putting my story and somebody's able to relate to it, I am connecting with them. I'm finding real friends. I am making a difference in their world, which is why I started to do this in the first place. So also, it is pretty awesome healing. I was telling some people on my team yesterday that I got a lot of crap going on right now. And I'm using telling the positive side of my story on social media as an outlet. Because there's sometimes in your life that you're like, crap, really? This is it? This is as good as it gets? And then you put it out there on social media and you're like, yeah, I'm blessed. This is good. It's going to get better, but this is pretty darn good. So I encourage you to use it, social media, not as a scary zone, right? But as a place to share your story, to heal yourself, to help others, to build those relationships, because you can never have enough friends. And to, yes, at the end of the day, to share with these people what has changed your life. And that's what I encourage you to do. So let's make some goals, all right? Let's make some goals. I'm going to post these and with the YouTube link as well. But here's what I would encourage you to do. What would you like to talk about in your story every single day? Every single day. You're click, click, click. 3 things, click, click, click. What are some topics you could talk about in your story? Here are mine. Every day, you will see something about fitness. Every day, you will see something about my family. Every day, you'll see something about food. Okay, yesterday's was about beer, but still food, right? So that's what you're going to see in my story. Why? Because those are the 3 things that are important to me and that I believe people will relate to and want me to walk their journey with them, right? Fitness, food, family. That's what you're going to see in my story. Now, it makes it easy because guess what my post is going to be about? One of those things, right? And most likely, it's going to be when I'm taking pictures to go into my story. When I get that really great one, that's going to inspire me to do something more. All right. That's what I have for you. I'm going to post those on there. What are the 3 things that you want to talk about in your story? Use it as practice for conversations and going live. Use it to build those relationships that are so important to what it is that we do. Happy Friday, everybody.